Hello guys, how are you doing? Guess who is here? My best friend!
Hello guys.
Karibuni sana. If you are new here, karibu sana. Welcome to this channel. Make sure you've subscribed, hit the notification bell so that each and every time we are dropping a new video, you're not going to miss it. You're going to be among the first people to receive that notification. And today we are having a guest who is my bestest friend, and I want us to have just a conversation and talk about things, relatable things in life. And it's your turn.
Hello.
Introduce yourself.
Thank you guys. So happy to be with you today. A guest in my friend's channel. My name is Gregory. You can call me Greg. And Rhoda is my best friend, very good friend, very best friend, long-term friends, let me say. And I'm so delighted to be here today. Currently, I'm practicing as an auditor in one of the companies around Nairobi. I don't know, let's see what she has for us today. I don't know, guys. Let's just enjoy the moment.
Greg, thank you so much for coming. Like, let me tell you guys, I gave him a very short notice, like 2 days notice, and he left his things, like he put me in his schedule today to attend to this channel. So thank you so very much. I'm very honored. He's my first guest, and imagine he has opened the floor to have so many other guests in the near future.
Sure.
And what an honor to have him as the first person
to
be a guest in this channel. Karibu sana, and karibu once more.
Thank you so much. I'm a fan of this channel, and really I didn't even realize that I'm going to be the first guest.
Imagine!
So it's an honor to me, and I'm so much happy. Thanks for letting me be the first guest.
We have been friends ever since I was 6 years old.
Yeah, I remember.
I was so little when we were friends. He is my family friend, and I grew up, and look at me now. Look at me.
Wow.
Look at us. Greg, there is nothing fancy about this meetup, this sit down.
Okay.
I just want us to talk about life in general. I want us to talk about things that are happening in our lives.
Okay.
And I would love you to tell us about you growing up. Like, what was that life when you are growing up?
Yeah.
Because you see, like, now life is so different, and some of us, we didn't experience some of the things that you people experience. I'm not saying he's not an old person. Like, it's not like he belongs to the X generation. I mean, you're just like me, but of course he has some years ahead of me, and I would love to know, how was life then? How were things then?
Basically, I really want to say that growing up those days was one of the best things that I ever happened to me, because everything was there. Let me tell you. Okay, probably there are so many ups and downs, because for me, I grew up in the village. I'm a village boy, really. So I came to Nairobi when I was a big person. Really.
Sikiani kizungu ya village boy.
Yeah, that's true. So what I did, what I should say is that growing up in the village, in the countryside, was one of the best moments. Because everything there is just cool. The place it's good. I mean, there's so many things to do when you wake up. The list is so long, and you don't even plan.
I can imagine.
You don't even plan. You just wake up. You know, shoes is there, mom is there, dad is there, and then
plenty of milk,
plenty of food, fruits,
vegetables,
wild
like
fruits,
organic foods.
You know, everything is fresh. It's not like in Nairobi where you have to buy everything. So let me just give you my typical day how it will be. Of course, I used to go to school just nearby. Our school was very near our home, so about 10 minutes walk from home to the school. I remember very well, my dad used to have a small shop in the marketplace there, the shopping center. So that was a no-go place. It's school. You had to go to school. My dad was very strict, and today he's strict, but he's a good man though.
One thing I love about the stories we hear from these people, it's because those parents were strict. But why were they strict? They were strict to give their kids good life. They wanted the best life, because they didn't have that kind of life. So your dad being so strict on you having to be in school when it was time to be in school, he wanted the best for you. He didn't want you to just get lost and become just another boy who will grow up to probably become someone who is going to be just kulisha ng'ombe, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, our parents, our grandparents are
talking of kulisha ng'ombe. Let me tell you, that is something that I really miss up to today. Because for me, I did not like going to the garden and cultivating every other moment. So I used to say, today going to take the cows to the bush for grazing anytime, any day. So it was my best thing to do, and I used to have that fair, the catapult. I used to have one, and I was a sharpshooter, let me say. Yeah, so I used to have carry it with me every day. Even when I went to bed, I used to place it on the bed.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it was
the first passion
thing,
for that.
Yeah, it was the first thing I used to get when I wake up, and then I would
Did you use it to kill some birds?
Of course, yes. Like on a daily basis. I mean, when I go out,
KWS.
yeah. Don't come for me, guys. No, that was then. So I used to go like do that hunting. I mean, and then all my pockets were like my shorts. No, the pockets had a lot of blood, no stains, because I used to kill them and place them there. I bring home for the cat. Then yeah, it was a good life. Generally, it is the best life you can ever get. So you guys in town area, you missed a lot. But this
honestly,
is what
guys, I always say this to so many people. I wish I was born Izoenzi. Like, I wish I was born during those times, because there's so many things. There's so many stories that we hear that I personally am like,
you wish you had them.
Yes, no? And you know, as we've been brought up here at our juice of V2, like, they know how to swim from the rivers there. Mimi up to date, I don't know how to swim. Like, I have to pay someone to teach me how to swim. Yet kuna rivers uko home.
Yeah.
But I didn't get a chance to, like, experience that as a child. So too bad for us and good for you guys.
Thank you. Yeah.
Just not to make the story long, just tell us now, you coming from Ushago and joining the campus here.
Yeah.
Yes, the transition.
Yeah.
How was life and how was it for you?
For me, it was I really looked forward to that, because I was like, I don't want to say that I had enough of village life, because you can never have enough of that.
Yes,
but
of course.
I was really excited. Like, I'm done with my Form 4. I want to come to the town and experience that town life. You see, like, like you guys in the people who have grown up in the town areas, probably they would wish to go to the village. It's the opposite for us. Like, we want to go to the town. And now,
I can imagine.
So after my Form 4, I came to Nairobi. I started college. I studied, and then I really loved the place. There was so much for me to explore, which I didn't even know. Like, when we were in the primary level, the teachers are like, write a composition about visit to the airport. I mean, airport, really. I'm like, where do you get the materials? Oh, no. That was so unfair. But anyway, that was education back these days. And then coming to Nairobi, there was a lot to do. Going visiting the parks. I mean, Uhuru Park back then, Animal Orphanage, the museum. My big bro really helped me a lot. Moving around, and also there was going to the videos. For me, that was an adventure, really. Because back in the village, television sets were one. I mean, so
plus it was for the dad, like, you don't touch that. It's a no-go zone. I know.
But now, so then I came to Nairobi. I studied. I started living by my own. So I used to go back to the village once in a while, say hi to my parents. And then also, like, now you're growing up to become a man. Now you have to fend for yourself. So then I started working, like manual jobs, one after the other. I remember working in a petrol station as a pump attendant. Really, it was quite an experience, though. And then also I worked someplace as a carpenter. So kidogo, and then life has got so much to offer in the town area.
To cut you short, I want you to take whatever he's saying. He comes here. Yes, he had a big brother here in the city. He comes here, he studies, and then now he has to look for he has to make a living from his own whatever. He has to survive because now he's a big man, he's a grown man. He cannot keep on surviving on the brother. Yes, sure. Plus he also needs that experience to know, like, this is my money. I am now a man, and yet. Some of us, the millennials and Generation Z, hamtaki kufanya kazi. You want to get money from, I don't know, heaven. You hamtaki kuchoka. Like, hamtaki the delayed gratification. You just want to, you're done with school, and the next thing you want is money. Yeah,
let me tell you one thing, Rhoda. You see, there is one thing that people really don't quite seem to understand, that, including myself, sometimes we just want to see the fruits, but we don't look at the process, Every success story, I mean, I'm not successful yet. But, I mean, there's much ahead of me that I need to accomplish, and I'm just starting off. But then, one thing is for sure, that don't just look at the fruits, there's a process.
Yes, exactly.
When you see people doing well,
and that's what we are afraid of.
Exactly.
We're not really afraid, but that's what we are avoiding.
That is what we are trying to avoid. We want shortcuts, When you look at the people today, the generation we are having today, people are like, I want to get rich, and I'll use whatever means. I mean, whatever it takes to get there very fast. But it should be the other way around, of course. If you can get rich very fast and you're using the right ways, so be it. That's okay. But more often than not, you find people like they're so much scared of taking the process. They want things pop, but it can't be like that. So you have to trust the process, work hard for it, be resilient. I mean, like, fight hard, don't give up, fall down, wake up, dust yourself up, and then get going, and then finally, you'll get those fruits.
Definitely. There is the advantage of social media nowadays.
Exactly.
Like this Generation Z, they just feel like I can just be in my house, do TikTok dances, and at some point,
if it gives you
within
money,
a short time, I'm going to get money. But some don't even want to do that. They want to take these zaddies, like the sugar daddies, and they also want to they want to get money in the easiest way possible, but they don't want to work for that money. And they also compare themselves a lot with the millennials that have already, like, they got it. But I'm not judging you. I am not here to advise you on what path you're supposed to take for your life. Do what you want to do with your life. At the end of the day, it's your life, I keep on saying. But can you have morals and choose something that is morally upright, yes, and have limits and principles as a person, and and so now you are earning and you're looking for money, and I don't want this to feel like an interview. Okay, now we know, like, he grew up in the village, he comes to the city, done with the uni studies, and now he's working. So done with that. Okay, let us talk about friendships. And of course, I know you've watched some of the videos that I've dropped about friendships, and most of the time I tend to talk about friendships here and there, and I feel like we all need to belong in a community that is authentic, in a community that is genuine, in a community that doesn't judge you, that takes you as you are, and you don't want a lot of drama, you just want people that you can, go out with, people that you can challenge each other to make more money, people that you want to see them have their families and grow together, you want people that when you have a function and you're going to visit your parents back in up country, you want to have that group that it's there with you, But nowadays, I feel like friendships for me, they are so hard, and that is why I have a very small group of friends, because I don't want to just have a big number in the name of, like so and so and so and so. I have like so many friends, but when I need them, they are nowhere to be found, only one or two. What is then the need of this? And I tend to invest a lot in my friendships. I will go very far for my friends, and I sacrifice a lot. And in as much as people will tell us, just give without expectations, I always have expectations. Like, I am hoping that I am going to get at least half of what I am giving, and it is every person's prayer, every person's dream. So I want you to tell me about friendships, and how have you navigated, like, where you are right now? How have you navigated your life with friends and all that?
Thanks. I mean, definitely I should say I got a good number of friends, and having friends is one of the easiest things to do. Trust you me. But there's one thing that is very hard to do: keeping friendship them going. Ooh. Yeah, you meet today, you become friends. Tomorrow, the other week, the next month, the next year, you guys. And then if you don't take the necessary sacrifices that comes along with friendship, then you may not even end up like being friends with for a period of more than 2 months, let's say. Exactly. Because and that's so unfortunate, because I think friends are meant to be there for you when you need them the most. Friends are meant to make you a better person, but then unfortunately there are those guys that we come across. It starts as a friendship, and then down the line, then everything just goes to the drain, and we are no longer friends. I'm not saying that is wrong, but the most important thing is that if you get into a friendship with people and you feel that you guys don't share so much in common, then there's no need of you guys being friends, because definitely you guys will end up hurting each other, and that's not the right thing to do as friends. So one thing that I should say is that I've learned so much from the friends that I keep, and I've benefited so much from them. I've made a very big network of friends, and I've dropped a few of them, my friends, along the way, because sometimes you find that we don't share the same values, and we don't do it in a bad faith, it's just that everything takes care of itself. So you find that you guys are not communicating like you used to do. You guys are not maybe visiting each other in your places, or you guys are not even going out together. So you just let it be. Don't force it. Actually, if you want to keep a good relationship, let it be. I mean, it's just going to fall into place. You don't force things. Don't force things.
We never do that.
Yeah, if it's meant to be, it's going to be. If it's not going to be. But that doesn't mean that you just let it be. It doesn't mean that you don't do what you're supposed to do as a friend. I mean, to cultivate for that friendship, you know.
Exactly.
You see, my dad back then, even today, my dad tells me that friendship comes with cost. Not exactly money.
My
cost,
mom
but
says the same.
Exactly. So this cost is like, you see, when you have friends with someone, you have to sacrifice your time, be with them. You have to give them. You have to sacrifice sometimes your family time, your studies. Look, I mean, the most important thing is that first, I mean, choose your friends wisely. Let them be people who share, even if not 100% of the values that you have, at least like maybe 50%. That way you can sustain that friendship. And then again, also try to look at people who seem to have a common goal, no? You may not have exactly the same thing, but you are headed in the same directions. I mean, have guys who are going to give you positive criticism. Yeah, accept that from friends as well.
Yeah, true.
Because some guys are your friends and then they never tell you, you know what, this is wrong. Probably
You
because
do
they're
you.
so much
Yeah,
afraid to lose you, you know.
yes.
If someone is your friend, be ready to listen to their criticism.
Yes.
Be ready also to correct them. And if you're corrected as a friend, then take it positively, learn from that and move on. Then the other thing is that the worst thing that can happen to a friendship is when either party becomes too much materialistic, you know. And that thing is really killing friendships nowadays, because you start off as good friends and then along the way you're like, you know what, I want this, have it. I want
And
this,
all
have
the
it.
time, and you're the
All the time
only
it's you.
person. Yes, you're the only person who is always wanting. And
Giving.
times are hard, we accept.
Really.
But every time,
Yeah.
that's why I call you Jen. Jen, no, something is wrong with you.
Yeah,
Every time,
yeah.
it can be like you are that friend. And maybe this is a friend that, yes, you've accepted them, that
Yeah.
they're always asking, they're always opening their arms to receive, but they never give.
They never give.
If you have accepted that as their friend, deal with it. That's okay for you. But if you're not okay, it's either you communicate, you talk about it,
Yeah.
or you definitely have to drop them, because hatutaki
Yeah.
tics. We don't want tics here. Kufyonza tu, and there is no one time they are going to allow you to fyonza from them.
Yeah, it
It's
has
not
to be
possible.
like a two-way
Yes,
thing.
yeah, it's definitely a two-way
Yeah,
traffic.
and then again, being friends means that you guys, like, you want the best for each
Of
other.
course.
You should have the best interest heart for me if you're friends. I mean, like, I've got so much to offer. I mean, my time,
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
my
It doesn't
advice,
have to be tied on
money things,
material things.
Yeah. There's so much that
Yeah.
friendship has to offer. Then the other thing is that you need to do when you're friends with people is, because you know the type of friendship that you want to have, then you should set your boundaries clear.
I
Very
have
clear,
a
very clear, yeah.
video on friendships and boundaries. You should go and check that video.
Sure.
Have you dropped any friends recently, or in the recent years?
Yeah, I should say yes,
Oh,
because
that's-
and it's not an easy
I
thing
know,
to do.
I know,
It
yeah.
really does hurt. So like, trust you me, when I was just coming here this morning, so I met an old friend of mine. Apparently he was on the phone, so I'm like, I patted the bag and I'm like, hi, and then that was it. And then if you have to call it quits with friends, I always advise that do it in a respectful way.
Of
I mean,
course,
it doesn't
yeah.
have to be a fight.
Yes,
no?
you don't have to burn the
Burn the
bridges.
bridges,
Yes,
no,
yes.
you have to keep them working, because you see, you never know when you'll meet those people. I mean, you don't know when you'll ever need those guys again. So this world is so small. You guys, you just do it in a bad way, and the next moment you meet in the office
And here's your boss.
and he's your boss, and you're like, really? Am I gonna survive here? So
you gonna do
so
it?
the best thing is, like, do it as a man. I mean, do it as adults. Like, if there is no chance for you guys to sit down and call things off in a respectful way, then let it not be like a bad
And this video is going to be pretty long, but I love it long because whatever I feel like I need to talk with my friend, we're going to let it out for you guys. So you're going to
Really?
I know I'm being hard on you right now, but yeah, of course it's going to be long, but and I hope you're going to watch the entire video, because there are going to be gems in this video.
Really?
Yeah, and also make sure you've subscribed if you haven't. And why would you even be up to this point and you haven't subscribed? Please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Always, guys, like, share with your friends, and always engage me in the comment section. I will keep on telling you this. Engage me in the comment section. Now, Greg.
Yep.
I already know you're married, and I know, like, it's your first time you're a new father, and how does it feel like seeing your little babies growing and they are starting to talk and they are
Really?
calling you papa, they're showing you all the love, and I mean, how does it feel? Also, how does it feel being, because I know for sure you love your wife, and let me tell you guys, he's not the kind of person that you'll see them holding hands, they are going to be calling each other baby, I don't know what. No, but I know for sure, and don't ask me how, because please, this is me talking to you guys, don't ask me how, but I know for sure he loves his wife. And I mean, now tell us how it feels to be with your favorite person, like the one person you saw and you were like, I have to marry you.
That is it.
Just like Steve Harvey
That
did
is
when
it.
he saw Marjorie.
Yeah.
And also like seeing her get pregnant and now having the baby, and now the baby is growing and you're bringing the kid together. How does it feel?
Honestly, it's one of the most amazing
I can
feelings that a person can
imagine.
ever have. Let me tell you, the truth is that being a father, being a dad, being a husband is one of the, it's it's not a bed of roses. I mean,
Of
it comes
course.
with its
Yes,
challenges,
yes.
it comes with its demands and everything, and you have to be there for them. I mean, every other time, it doesn't
know,
matter
I
whether
can
you're
imagine.
or you're in a good financial position or not.
We need you here.
Yeah, when you choose to be with them, it's for good. So one, it's an amazing journey. It's a very big honor. It's
Immaculate, do you hear that?
Yeah.
It's an amazing.
Yeah.
I know you made it amazing, because if you were a bad person, he definitely would never put an amazing in the diction.
So I think I mean I really thank God for that, because it was not easy, you know, meeting someone new, you don't know what to expect, but then finally they turn out to be the people who are the right people for you, and they hold you back, they advise you, they criticize you. So to my wife, I really,
And they support you.
yeah, they do. Actually, they support you through thick and thin. So I really thank my wife Emma. She's been there for me. She's really supported me and my
Dear future husband, I hope you're taking notes.
Yeah. And then for my son and for my daughter, you know, they're the best things that ever happens to a family. You know, when you watch them run around the house, and you know, you're every time you're like, stop that, stop this, stop that, and you get fed up with them, but you can never get fed up. You know, it's a good feeling. It's really a good feeling, and they bring a lot of joy in your life. A lot of
Guys,
joy,
you're going to pardon the noise in the background. My neighbor is.
Yeah, but I should say that it's a good thing. It's a good feeling to be a dad, to be a husband, and the most important thing you need to know is that it comes with a lot of its responsibilities and demands.
Just to ask you something, how was it for you dating? Like the dating.
I mean, for me it was fun, because when I set out to go and look for someone, I knew what I wanted.
And
so,
also, did you date to search for that person, or did you start dating when you were sure that I now wanted to marry? Like, you didn't just start dating, you decided, no, I know I want to get married by the age of 20, for example, 20. So by the time you were hitting 19, 18, you were like, now this is the time for me to date this person.
For me it was nothing planned. I mean, I knew at some point I was going to get married, because for me, I said, I think family life is going to make it for me. But then what I did, I mean, I have such a big family of friends. I can't even name them by names. I mean, there's so many. So for me, even before I started dating, I had those friends, and for me it was so easy just to pick one from those, because I knew each
Look
type
at how
of
lucky
person.
she
Yeah.
was.
So I was like, this one, I have to go for this one, and then thank God it turned out to be the person that I thought she was. I mean, yeah, it's
Dear
sure.
future husband,
So
I
then-
hope you pick me and I be the one.
Yeah, so for me, when I was going through that phase, it was really amazing. I discovered a lot, and then I didn't want to be a burden to her. And then again, we were very open from the word go. What do we really want? I mean, like, if it works, good for us. If it doesn't, then we just be friends, because it doesn't have to make us enemies. So
Yeah, of course,
and then
yeah.
fortunately it worked well, and yeah, for me it was an amazing journey. And one key thing that kept our dating life moving well was communication. It was good for us.
So I'm definitely going to bring the wife here, and you're also going to hear our
one
story.
Thing, Rhoda, you made me remember something, that if you're friends with someone, and you think they're the best, I mean, not the best, I mean, like, they're good friends, they're people you can build something with, in terms of maybe family friends, maybe work colleagues, or good people, let me say. I mean, for us who are married, it's always a good thing, it's an advisable thing to do, that introduce them to your family, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Don't keep them like aside. They have to know what goes on in your life. I mean,
and the
on the
kind
outside,
of
they have
friends
to
that
know.
you are having.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let us see. Still, I have something to say. You're not going to end the
really?
video yet. Touch something small on finances. Like, you adulting, you have a family and finances, and especially in this economy.
Really, that's a very, very hard thing to navigate, especially nowadays when things are not that good in terms of finances. So one thing that you need to do is that if you're in a relationship and the money part comes in now, that's what I was saying, you have to know what you are in that relationship for. So if it's when it comes to material things, try to have a budget for yourself. So if you say that this month, I mean, this is the amount of money that I save, if you do a save at all, you know, it's not easy to save, but if you do save
Why
at
are you
all,
smiling?
yeah?
Is it that you don't save?
No. I know it's not easy to save,
You
yeah.
people finances.
It's not easy to save,
Hey,
but
watch
if
that
you
too.
set a goal that I'm going to save this, no, get in a circle, or maybe through a chama,
Yeah.
or through your little home bank, do it diligently
And consistently.
and consistently, and don't bring up other things in between to interrupt your saving plan.
Sure.
So be very strict with your savings and spend wisely. You don't just have to buy things because you've seen them. Yeah.
Don't own things that you hate just because you saw somebody having them and now you want to experiment, and then you buy it and it doesn't make you happy. Who are you impressing?
So you need to have a budget.
No one.
And when it comes to the family side, of course, sit down with your partner and have a budget. Then stick to that.
So we are almost coming to the end of the video, and I don't want you to get out of here and then you're like, it was almost a hot seat. Hey, I don't think next time when Rhoda invites me, I'll be able to attend. Now, I want to make it a little fun. Tell 15-year-old Greg something. I mean, like a letter to 15-year-old Greg.
No, Greg at 15.
Yes.
So this is Greg at 15. I mean, you are growing up very fast. You're getting noticed by some girls in the village. You schooling, and your parents are demanding so much from you. You need to do better in school. You know, those days it used to be grades. So Greg, you have to work hard. Greg, be respectful, and grow and achieve your dreams.
Greg.
Yep.
Do you have a mentor?
Yeah, mentor. I've got so many of them. You know, they're those people that I keep close to myself. I mean, those people who have really advised me growing up. I've got a lot of respect for them because they really gave me that insight. I mean, I give so much respect to my big brother.
Okay.
He's been there advising me all through.
You better go and tell him to subscribe to this channel so that he can
really
be watching you so many other times. Please,
big up,
because
bro.
if you give him a shout out here and he doesn't watch this anime, I mean, the shout out goes into waste.
Yeah, what a waste.
And we don't do waste here.
Not really, not my brother alone. Even my dad and my sisters. I mean, yeah, I've got so many people. I mean, I can't name them, but I give them a lot of respect, and I really.
Did you get confused? I think you're confusing a mentor with role model.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
no, those are your role models. But a mentor is someone right now who is
journeying with you all through.
Yes, probably is in your career, is in the same career, whatever, and they're advising you. They are telling you how to grow, like in your career, or someone who,
or family
whatever.
Yes. I got someone. Yeah.
Yes.
I got,
one or two.
One is very close. One is my best couple. It's someone that I knew even before I got married. Long before I got married. I mean, we used to work somewhere. It was my first job ever, even before joining college. Since that moment, we have been friends all through.
Wow.
They have mentored me. They have given me they have told me so many things in life. And even right now, they even call, we meet up, we talk, we share experiences. They're like, here, you're doing the right thing, you're doing the wrong thing. I mean, they've just been there for me. I mean, that is the closest friend. Yeah. So I really give it up to them.
Wow.
Because of what they have done to me. They have mentored me. And there's another guy also, we used to school together. He's been a mentor. I mean, the funny thing about that, he was in a lower class when I was in a higher class. But
what happened?
Really? I mean, I was in Form 4 when he was in Form 3. And up to today, he's my mentor.
What happened?
Really? Because you see, he's older.
But anyway, there's no one
way
who cannot,
older. Doesn't have to be all about age.
You don't have to be
He's way older.
younger one.
Yeah. He's way older than me. He calls up every other moment. So much respect to you, Steve. And yeah.
It was a pleasure. Honestly, it was a very big pleasure having you. I know my family, my YouTube family, they are going to appreciate this video. And guys, make sure you followed me on my Instagram at miss_Amision. Go bring all your colleagues to this channel to subscribe to this channel. My guys, the way I tell you, bring all your family members, neighbors, and your friends to this channel. Make sure they have subscribed to this channel. And so Greg, give us your parting shot.
First, thanks Rhoda for having me over to your channel. I'm so delighted, and I really thank you for the time that we've had. We've really shared a lot. I mean, it was a long conversation, but it's worth it.
I hope you didn't get bored.
No. I mean, it is good.
I know you can never be bored.
Being the
around me.
How can I just get bored when I'm the first guest here? So
imagine, yes.
It's a good thing. So I'm so happy. And my parting shot would be, if you got to choose friends, please do it wisely. Let them be people who share the same values as you do, and not exactly the same values, but at least to some extent a greater deal of them. And then for those who are in serious relationships, be ready to sacrifice, because nothing comes easy. So set those boundaries, respect your partners. I mean, have the best interest at heart for them, and just be there for each other. I mean, hold each other's back, and move on.
Just remember something before you go.
Yep.
tell Emma, your wife, something, and also say something to your little babies, because I know in future they're going to grow up, and I want them to see this video and know that their papa like had something for them when they didn't even know what we were talking about, what we were saying.
To my wife Emma, I mean I have nothing to say other than just tell you that you're the best in the world, and I love you so much. You make my life better every other moment. To my son and to my daughter, you bring so much joy in my life and the life of our family, and may you just grow to be big men, big women. Grow up to be the most responsible people, and may God,
of course, He's going to do the best as your father.
So I love you all, and thanks for being there for me, and I promise to be there for you as well.
As usual, go out, be the best human being you can ever be. Have good intentions and work hard. Until the next one.
Bye. Thank you.